Why giving her a compliment when you first meet her doesn't work? Well, it can work. It can work, but it will work despite the fact that you gave her a compliment. It is going to handicap you in the interaction and meeting the girl and building a relationship with the girl if the first thing you say is some form of compliment. I'm going to try and explain why in this video, but before we kick it off, I'm Dave, and this channel is dedicated to giving you no BS, novel dating advice for the modern man. Top link in the description to do some coaching with me anywhere in the world, and if I'm doing boot camps in your city, you're going to have to fill out the form and find out. So, you should never give a compliment when you first meet her. Firstly, even the worst feminist, Nazi feminist, crazy, lunatic, fembot, crazy Nazi woman will agree with me on this first one. You're objectifying her. You're walking over there and saying, look, the only reason why I'm going over to say hello to you is because I like your shoes. You have pretty eyes. The cliche. Oh, you have pretty eyes. What's your name? Your name's Holly? That's such a pretty name. You're objectifying her, which is not something that for the guys on the red pill on the other side, I'm not okay. I'm fine with objectification, and for the feminists, I don't think you should objectify. I'm on both sides. But the thing is, seriously, if you go over and you give her a compliment, you're telling her that the entire reason why you are complimenting her in the first place is because of her appearance. That portrays so many things in the interaction instantly, that the only reason you're talking to her is because she's pretty. If you're going over and saying she has a nice smile, she has nice eyes, what she thinks instantly is, no, it's not my eyes that he's looking at. That's the other two things. They're a little bit lower. Or if you go over and say, oh, that's a nice dress. Well, you're not exactly going over to grandma and complimenting her on her dress. You're not exactly complimenting her on her shoes or her dress or her style because you want to dress that way, are you? You compliment another man if you like his jacket. You're like, oh, Dave, I like that, blue pinstripe jacket. You don't go over to a girl and go, oh, where did you buy those shoes? I need some high heels like that. Unless you're saying it like, I like those shoes, girlfriend, unless you're gay, obviously, or you like dressing in women's clothing. So there's no real reason why you should be going over and complimenting her on anything she's wearing, and there's no real reason why you should be complimenting her on any aspect of her body, her hair, her eyes, her smile, anything at all, unless you're just physically attracted to her. And then let's flip it around. Let's have a look at it from her point of view. Well, if she knows that she's attractive, and she knows that there's a thing that society knows that all men want to have sex with all girls, I think that's generally accepted. I think most people are aware of that guys will generally have sex with every attractive girl that says yes, pretty much. I think that's generally accepted. What do you guys think? Is it, or is it not? So all you're doing is going over and saying that you are every other man that wants to sleep with her, and you don't care about her in any way, shape or form. You don't want to get to know her, you don't care about her personality, you don't care about anything. And if she was to trust you and actually just go, oh, thank you, and then sleep with you because you like her shoes, if she's that dumb, she's gonna know that you are not in it for a relationship. And what do women want? Women generally want a relationship. They want a long-term relationship. Sleeping with multiple guys all the time is not necessarily something that women want to do. Some women, of course, but not all. And so if you're going over and giving her a compliment about her attire or anything, you're portraying all of these complicated things in a woman's mind in milliseconds. Now let's move on to the next part of this is when you go over and approach her and you get to know her by giving her a compliment, this is how you start the conversation, all the mystery's gone. The mystery's gone. Now, one aspect of women being attracted to you is not knowing if you're attracted to her, right? If she knows that you're attracted to her, the game's up, the jig's up. There's no mystery. She knows she's got you and she can have you at any moment. It's funny how some guys, they'll go over and give her a compliment off the approach. It's like, hi, I think you're really pretty, nice smile. And then they'll get her number and then they'll say, I'm going to wait 3 days. I'm going to wait 3 days before I text her just to let her know that I might not be interested. But you've already blown it. The mystery's gone off the approach, dummy. That's the funny thing about this whole thing. It's like you go over and give her a compliment. The jig's up. The game's up. Isn't that the whole point of attracting women, is showing some sort of mystery and letting her get to know you and you getting to know her before you, let her know that you're attracted to her? And if it's just superficial, you just go over and just let her know that you're attracted to her, then it's not really a relationship type scenario. And if you are an extremely attractive guy, she might be like, yeah, great, I love it. And she'll sleep with you, but if you think that that's going to keep her around and you think, okay, she's attractive, I like this girl, I want to keep her around, you might get to sleep with her. But how many good-looking guys get to sleep with beautiful girls but can't hold on to them and keep them as a girlfriend? See, that's another issue here. That's another problem. And how many guys go over and approach girls that are above their mate value, give them a compliment, and she's like, oh, thank you, you little ugly man. Ha ha ha, thank you very much. I'm so flattered. And you might be so nice to her, like the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy, that she eventually just goes, oh, look, here's my number. And then you're texting and calling her and she doesn't meet up or she doesn't reply. You just kind of manipulated your way into a flaky number, didn't you? So what we're trying to do is build mystery and build emotional connection, not build some sort of false sexual, I'm attracted to you, I want to bang you, you're hot, off the approach. The first thing you say is, I'm attracted to you, I want you badly, I've come over to say that you're hot and I want you. Mystery's blown. Game up off the approach. And how many guys shoot themselves in the foot, and when you tell them that they're shooting themselves in the foot, they tell you, you don't know what you're talking about, Dave. You don't know nothing about this. So, that's the type of guy who's stuck in what I call intermediate purgatory. If you're happy to be stuck in intermediate purgatory and approach girls that are, below your mate value, so you're punching down and you're getting them based on your looks, well, when you don't have your looks anymore, you won't have any game either. I'll see you guys in the next video.